going on, everybody? This is a very disjointed video. You guys might not be aware of this yet, but I think I mentioned it in the last video. I ended up buying a 1M style front bumper. We're gonna be getting that off to a paint shop today, just to kind of like facelift, kind of update the front bumper on the 1 Series and dial it officially back in, because pretty much everything's been done to the car at this point. Should be in a good shape to go. So yeah, that's the point right now, is to get this dropped off. Anyway, let's load this thing up.
I don't want it to touch
the border?
Yeah. Well, this right side somehow seems perfect.
It looks money.
Okay, so far. You know what? With the height alone, it might be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
No, it looks good. That's it.
That's it.
Bang. All right, bumper is dropped off. Dad is freezing in the car. I don't know when we're gonna update the video next, but yeah, next time hopefully the car is all put back together. All right, so we are officially back at the garage. The bumper has been unpacked, and I have to say it looks pretty good off the first glance. The paint job was incredibly quick. It took maybe like a day and a half to do, and it's already done. So big shout out to those guys for hooking it up with the paint job. I mean, you can get a sampling here of what it looks like. Pretty clean, I dig it. Anywho, so this is what it's gonna look like mounted up, way more aggressive. If you're clicking on this video, you probably already know what a 1M style bumper looks like. This is like any other install video on the channel, but yeah, I'm excited to see what it looks like, especially on this car. I've never seen this bumper on a Vermillion Red Metallic car before, so I think it'll look good, especially on like a darker paint color. But yeah, let's get to installing this. I think the first part is going to be sticking all of the black mesh pieces in, and maybe the grille, and then we'll get to disassembling the original bumper. Bumper's off, time for the new one to go in. See, there we go. I got a little bit more room on this one. Alright folks, let's get your honest opinion. How about my honest opinion? Since I'm not paid to do this, and I don't care what the manufacturer of this bumper thinks of me, I'm gonna go ahead and say fitment is not there. I've seen lots of videos of other people putting 1M style bumpers on their car, and they say, wow, the fitment's almost OEM, all that. I'm gonna have to disagree. None of the screw mounting points from the original bumper line up on the bottom. We knew that because this bumper sits a little bit lower than the stock one, so I'm not too bummed about that. But even the supplied hardware doesn't line up on the sides either where it's supposed to. So take fitment with a grain of salt. Every car's gonna be a little bit different. The position of the headlights is gonna be different. There are brackets that you can adjust to change the fitment of that, so I will probably go back in at some point for both the headlights and probably move them further forward. So for that side of things, it's not the best bumper, definitely, to put on the car. But I would say from a style point of view, it definitely looks cooler than the original 1 Series bumper. Like, that is just a little bit more of an aggressive look. And for me, when taking photos of this car. You could probably tell on my Instagram, I take a lot of photos of the rear of this car because I think it looks way better. This definitely helps. I mean, from the front angle, it's definitely a bit better of a look. And I can actually see myself taking photo and video of this thing from the front or even the front quarter, just because I think it looks that little bit better now. So I guess from that perspective, it's a win. But yeah, anyway, I feel like I have to live with this thing for a little bit before I can figure out whether I truly like it or not. We're gonna try and route up some brake ducting, the fog lights in the bottom of the bumper, but that's for a later time. So in any event, not totally thrilled with how it came out, but I think it definitely looks a lot better. So anyway, that kind of wraps up this bumper part of the video. We'll see what we end up doing next to the car. There will be something. Oh, and just as a side note, I have a stock 1 Series bumper in Vermillion Red Metallic. If anyone needs one, let me know. Before I throw it away, hit me up in the DMs on Instagram.